Welcome back, everybody, to Rob's MetalWorks. We are continuing our work here in May as we break into the summer, and I wanted to bring you a band that, man, I've been dying to work with again, and they're here tonight after 4 years, making their return to Rob's. Definitely, in my point of view, one of the best hardcore bands in our region, and I love them. I'm a fan, and that's why they're back on Rob. So let me welcome Steve and Travis of FortunesTX. Gentlemen, welcome back to the show.
Hey, glad to be back. Glad to be back. 4 years. Doesn't seem like that long. Doesn't seem like that long, but 4 years already.
Yeah.
Time goes by fast, man.
Yeah. And last time you were here, we were also talking about your record, your first record.
Southern Hustle?
Yeah, Eternal Hustle, and I was a fan of that record. So thank you, Steve, for getting me some music. You're like, Rob,
Definitely.
This is what's coming now.
That was JC that put that in front of you.
Oh, okay.
So shout out JC.
Shout out JC.
Always showing love.
Yeah.
Julian
And
Cruz.
when I heard it, I was like, oh, yeah, I like it. Again, it's good. I know what's going on here, and these dudes are for real. They're not just
we
one
just
record.
try to bring it, man.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, got to keep your legacy going, man. But, you know, I'm not going to rehash the interview we did 4 years ago, that's for sure.
Keep it fresh.
And so if all you people out there want to know the history of Fortunes, then go watch the 2020 interview. So where I do want to start, though, is what we just mentioned, was that it's been 4 years since Eternal Hustle. Why did it take so long, or what was happening between 20 and 24?
COVID, really.
Yeah.
We really just kind of fell apart after, maybe like after that interview, maybe like a year later, things just kind of fell apart again. And
so what do you mean by that? Like there was no communication between
yeah, basically,
them?
right. I think he quit.
I
Yeah.
ended up parting ways too. It was just like
Hard time.
yeah, it was just weird timing.
Just
at that
focus on
time,
other
yeah.
things in life?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, you need something you're doing something with your time.
Yeah.
If you're not rocking out with a band, then you're doing something else.
Yeah, and the only reason like we pretty much got back together, we had two different pretty much benefit shows, you know. One for Josh, our friend, and
The
then,
guy who, I remember, Josh
Yeah.
Ruff. Yeah, it's been a little while
Peace,
since
yeah, dude.
we've mentioned
And,
his name.
We
Yeah.
also did one for Alex benefit show.
Yeah, I just want to RIP Mojo, RIP Alex, and RIP Josh, man.
Wow.
Drink to that right there, man.
It's kind of scary, you know, how
it's crazy.
people have been passing.
Hey,
As
it's
of
hard.
late.
It's hard.
Yeah, but that's why we started jamming again. They asked us, and we wanted to, and
It brought us back together. I guess we got that feeling of being a band again and people enjoying our music. And
After how long apart?
4 years, right?
About 4 years?
Yeah.
The whole time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It didn't. After the interview, maybe we played for a couple months and things just kind of fell apart.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so a couple of follow-ups. A couple things that I've noticed since that time. First of all is and I said this in my intro, FortunesTX. What is that? The TX is new, right, to the name?
Yeah, we kind of wanted to bring a new, I guess, like a new addition. Like, it's the same band, but we're bringing a new
2.0.
flavor. Yeah, basically. And also, just there's another band called Fortunes. So the
Okay.
TX just kind of makes
Yeah.
it us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they're like a
Yeah.
metalcore band.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I
Just
guess
don't want to
that-
have no issues with them.
No,
you know
that
what I'm saying?
I was so happy because I didn't know who was coming tonight. But in a way, I'm kind of happy it's just you two guys as kind of like, you know, original members, and we don't have to go through the formality of
Yeah,
introducing
definitely.
everybody and get to the meat and bones of this interview. And you know, I remember us talking downstairs, and I've known this, that you two guys have known each other for a long, long time.
Yeah, since high school.
Right? That's crazy.
Maybe even before then. Maybe even in middle school. I don't know.
So,
It's been a while.
And then the band formed in 2012,
Yeah.
right? And I know there's been a little evolution. How do you feel that you guys have kind of grown as a band and musically, as we get to talking about this new record and this new music?
I think the older you get, the more you know what you want. Like, we just came up with our direction, and like we know exactly which way we want to go with it. And,
Mm-hmm.
and as when I think when we were younger, I mean, I don't know how you feel about this. I feel like we were kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Even in these past 4 years, I feel like the little bit of success that we did have showed us what we need to do and how we need to do it.
Right.
And I think not being able to do it gave me the motivation to be able to be like, nah, this time, we're going to go hard.
Yeah.
We're going to do whatever
Yeah.
we can to not make those mistakes again. You kind of learn from your mistakes.
It's a learning process.
I mean, that's for me. I don't know
Go
about
for
you.
it, Travis. What are your thoughts?
Nah, yeah, coming back, like, before it was just, like, we were all kind of everywhere.
Bad places.
Yeah, bad places in our lives. Everybody was crazy.
Yeah.
Now, like, that we're older, I just wanted to jam again, you know what I mean? Like, I saw, like, after COVID happened, all the new bands coming out, like, all the
And did it inspire? Did it inspire you to see all these young cats coming out?
Yeah, dude, they're badass.
I did an interview. I did a Pulse interview with Pulse
Yeah.
LCC, and they were like, "Rob, talk to us about new bands in San Antonio." And so I was telling them some of the band young. When I say new bands, I'm talking about dudes that are like in their 20s, young cats, right? That are good, but they're young cats, right? They're not in their 30s. They're still in their early 20s. And so the guy that was interviewing me said, "Oh, like Upon a Burning Body," and I'm like, "Nah, dude, or Burning Body are like veterans, Those aren't little kids. Those are OGs in the scene." And I said, "No, I'm talking about young dudes."
Yeah, like, so when I started going back to shows, I was just like, yeah, shit, I want to jam again. Like,
Yeah.
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 I feel you, man.
It's just fun. It's been fun.
I've seen
like,
video. I mean, I haven't been to a Fortune show in a while, but I keep seeing video all the time of you guys online, and I'm like, damn. Yeah,
Did you
kids
see
are
the
going
Weave
crazy.
video? You saw the
I saw
Weave
the
video?
I saw the Weave video. I
Yeah,
did.
that shit was crazy. I was like,
Where was that at?
Small Talk. Yeah, shout out Small Talk.
What's Small Talk?
Yeah. It's a little bar on the east side. It's like a little tapestry.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're like, hey, come through.
dude, if you ever do a show there again, invite me or let me
Yeah,
know
definitely.
about it.
And they had
And I'll try to go.
Twisted Tea on tap. Have you had that before?
I'd like to know.
It's like drinking I don't know, like a cider almost.
But
It's
that's
really
like
good.
your barrio, that area.
Yeah, that's my hood. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah,
to
yeah.
the east. I'm a little bit more south, but
yeah. But still in the same
grew up
vicinity.
Denver Heights,
Yeah.
Pecan Valley, South Cross area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Southeast always.
And that's one of the things I love about you guys so much is that you guys just have like undeniable street cred, right? You guys
We
are
try to.
hood, straight,
You kn-
street, southeast side
Yeah,
guys.
always.
Man, I used to hate it when I was single and I'd meet a chick and like, yeah, let's hang out. Like, where do you live? Southeast side. And like, the fuck? I live on the northwest side. We ain't never.
That's 30
hooking
minutes
up.
right there,
We
bro.
ain't never hanging out.
30 minutes.
Yeah, it's a long. But yeah, Steve was like, I'll be there in 30 minutes. But okay, so just real quick too. I know I said it's better just to have you two guys, but let's still introduce who the two new members are.
So we got Joey. He lives in Victoria. He's playing bass for us. Man, he's been a great addition. Just a real solid dude. He's got the same push, the drive. I feel like nowadays it's hard to find members who are all on the same page. You know what I mean? Everybody's kind of got their own mind of what they want to do.
Yeah.
But I really feel like these guys have bought into what we want to do, and they know what we're capable of.
Yeah.
So he's been a great addition. And then we got KJ Parker. He lives in Georgetown, Austin, basically.
Yeah. How did y'all meet him?
I used to be in a band with him, Hairline Trigger.
Yeah.
We were actually
I
trying to
saw
make a
his
comeback.
I saw his post about I just joined a hardcore band called Fortunes.
He's a death metal
yeah.
drummer, deathcore
yeah.
drummer. But I knew him from a Hairline Trigger, and he basically hit me up and was like, because I was looking for a drummer, and he's like, I'm down. And I'm like, bro, but you live all the way in Georgetown. Are you sure you're down? Because, like, that's a lot of commitment, obviously.
Yeah, you have to drive.
And, bro, he's been there all through it. You know what I mean?
He's
He
a
learned
young
the
cat.
record.
How old is that dude?
He's a little bit younger than us. I don't know how old he is, to be honest.
I mean, how old are you guys? 25?
No, I'm 35.
27?
35. 10 more years. But
35?
the thing about KJ is he's a sound engineer. So he's added a different element to our band and taught us things that I guess that we never really thought of, never really had interest in. So he's been a big addition.
Well,
definitely. He's a really good drummer.
Yeah,
really good
like
drummer.
we were talking about off camera. you got to have dudes in your band who are positive, who you want to work with, who hang out with, jam with.
Yeah, people are annoying.
You don't want to fuck. Yeah.
I mean, meeting new people as you get older, and no offense to anybody, but it gets rough because you know what you want and how you want it. And I think the older you get, the more, I guess, it bothers you when they're not meeting expectations.
Steve, if they're joining your band, like if they're joining for you, well, then you need to fucking tell them what you expect from their playing and how to play.
Definitely. We don't have that problem.
If you're going into something new, then they tell you or whatever.
Yeah, we don't have that problem, though. It's been a really good adjustment.
That's good, man.
KJ and we're adding Orlando from Silencer. He's gonna be joining us too here on the next shows, June 1st, I think.
And he's a guitar player.
Yeah, he used to be in the band.
He used to play for us before.
So you're gonna have 2 guitar players.
Yeah, finally gonna have a full lineup.
I think that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's gonna add to the whole sound that we have.
Now I'm glad I waited to go to a show because I want to see the first show with the 2 guitar players. So let me know when that is, Travis.
Snake Hill, June 1st. Blunt Objects coming back. It's gonna be dope. We just got on the show. Somebody dropped. So backlit from Colorado. Snake Hill. I don't know if you've been there. It's a little small, but shout out Born Savage, 830 Hate Core. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes are good.
I gotta be packing when I go out there.
Nah,
because I got a gun. I'll fucking take it.
Take it, bro. It's Texas.
Because you never know. That's the thing. Like, why did I go out tonight? I could have spared myself from getting shot.
Nah, that show won't be like that. It's kind of near Grayson, right?
Like last, you never know. There's crazy people in the scene.
Yeah, there really is.
It's a crazy world, bro. Crazy world. Okay, I'm glad that things are working out with the new members. That's good, man.
Big time.
And you guys, I'll say this as as the leaders and the veterans of this band. It's your job to maintain, to help maintain good communications and relations between everybody in the band, right? Because if you have good relations, you're going to write good music.
This time around, it really has been that way.
Right, good.
It's really been solid for us.
Right.
And I think it's helped us to be able to do what we need to do and how we need to do it.
Yeah, yeah. There will be people tonight watching this interview, and they won't even know who you guys are. When I introduced you, I said one of my favorite hardcore bands, so people kind of have an idea of what hardcore is, and of course they got to hear you guys jam to get the Fortunes hardcore. But when I heard this record, it was like, oh man, yeah, they're keeping it, in the same vein as Eternal Hustle. It's still old school hardcore. It's not trying to be all this or that. And I was like, I listened to all this new music from bands in San Antonio, and like nobody's doing that, right? And we were talking about Valencia earlier.
Yeah,
so
shout out Valencia.
Shout out Valencia. We were also talking about Escuela Grind. Shout out Escuela Grind. And for you guys to be throwing that shit down just as good as the bands I just mentioned, and you're from here in my city, bro, and you're my Latino brothers, I'm like, fuck yeah, man.
Hey, we just trying to represent for the culture, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm down for.
I'm a half-breed, but, I wasn't really raised around my white side, you know what I mean?
You're like what's
Miklo from Blood In, Blood Out. White boy from the hood.
No, you're like what's the dude's name from American Me? The Walio from American Me? Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna Google that before this interview is over, because we're gonna find out who it was. But my question is, what's kept you guys intrigued in the genre of hardcore? Why do you still keep doing it?
For me, it's the culture, man. The scene. I think for me it's a drug. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've experienced it my whole life, and I feel like it's something that I just can't let go of. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I think you can be yourself in hardcore. You know what I mean? Like you can, you can do what you want.
Right.
For me, that's a big thing, to be able to play the style I want, but still fall, within the genre. At least for me.
Travis, after that.
Yeah. I don't know. I love it. The energy, the vibes from everybody.
The breakdowns.
That's breakdowns.
One of the things I love about you guys too is like you guys just have like
it's tight.
4 breakdowns in a song, in a 3-minute song.
Yeah, and everybody's beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah,
doing
it's crazy.
It's
I want to go to a show, but I'm at that stage where like I don't like to go to like really small places.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. And JB was like, man, Faust is like your living room, Rob. I'm like, oh, no.
That one was a fun one too.
Oh man.
Yeah, Executioner, shout out. Hell
Yeah, I know.
For that show, I feel like we were a little bit, I guess, out of place, but we were still able to get a lot of love, and I feel like that's key for us. Like, we want to play with all kinds of different bands.
Dude, every time
still
you play
be ourselves.
Dude,
you know
every time you play a show, I'm sure you gain a fan or two.
Definitely. I hope so.
Every time.
I hope so. We really been putting in the work.
Yeah.
This time
Good.
around to really try to grow our fan base and
Yeah.
really get out there this time.
Yeah. Well, I think you're at that experience level and at that age level that you're like, you know what? Like Travis said, I want to come back and do this, but, you know, we're not little huerquillos now. We're focused. We know what we want to accomplish.
Yeah, everything has a purpose.
Recording.
And we're recording too.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it. Everybody out there, we are about to jump in and talk about the band's brand new record, A New Era in Violence. Go ahead and check out the cover work.
Hell yeah.
It is already out on the street, so be sure to look
Check
for
it out. It's on everything.
Once this interview is over, rock it on Spotify or do it like I do, man. I download my shit and then put it on my phone. Because when the Chinese take out our internet, you guys aren't going to be able to jam. I am, because the shit's on my phone. Yeah, true story. Okay, so let's talk about the new record. I love the new record. I love the cover art. And like I just said, it's like so fucking hood and streetwise and heavy and dirty and nasty. And, you know, from my city, man, fucking A, it's great stuff. So, it seems the record dropped in March, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, March of this year, everybody. However, the first single,
Was a little
the
bit,
title
little
track
bit
came out a little earlier,
New Era
right?
Violence, it was self-titled.
Yep.
We went and dropped that first. We felt like that song embodied the record, and
Okay.
I think it gave you a taste of what was to come, but didn't show you everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we really felt strong with that single. We put the audio clip in it just to kind of give it a little bit more emotion and kind of a little bit more feeling.
There, you guys have lots of fans too, and I think people had been kind of waiting for this fucking new music.
They really have. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
they
It's
were, like,
crazy.
waiting for it.
I didn't even know that
Dude,
until we started playing again.
I saw a fucking video of you guys playing, and then it was like in between songs, and I heard a fan say, "Rude Awakening."
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they already knew the fucking
Yeah.
new songs, bro.
So that's crazy.
and they're telling you to
because
play the new songs.
that song right there is actually an old song that we re-recorded, and it's embodied what we actually went towards. So Travis wrote that song. So when we came back, he was really adamant about creating a new identity, but keeping it raw still.
Yeah.
So basically what we did was that song was like our most popular song. So this whole record was written like if that was the first song we ever wrote and kept going with it. And all the other songs, they still do have history.
Well, on that, I noticed that song is the longest song on the EP. It's like 4.5 minutes or close to 5 minutes.
Punk rock as fuck. I mean, that's the only way I can explain it.
I like all the songs.
Yeah, it's definitely different this time around. I wanted to keep it still raw. You're a product of your surroundings. Maybe like the lyrics are basically about things that I've seen around me.
Yep.
Things that are happening in today's society, but from the street prospect of things, right? Not so much like what other people see.
There's. I'm so glad we're going there. That was we didn't get there yet, but thank you for getting us there, because lyrics is definitely something I wanted to talk about, and in hardcore, lyrics are especially important. And when I was reading some of the song titles, like "Just to Survive," "Day After Day," right? Those two song titles make me think about like how some people in our city, like they really struggle just to live day to day.
And we want to relate to that.
Dude,
definitely.
I could say a story right now, and I swear to God, it's the truth. This happened just the day before yesterday. And a friend of mine was telling me about her sister, that her sister had no money, like $7 for her name, and she has like 5 kids, and she was worried about what she was going to feed, that she was going to go to H-E-B and buy water and a bag of beans to feed these kids. And I'm just like sitting there thinking, It's unbelievable.
It's hard out there right now,
It's
man.
hard, right?
Inflation's real, man. And
Yeah, it's hard.
and
I mean, I like beans, but God, you know, I don't know, dude.
I don't
it's
know.
hard. It's hard. And sometimes I think for people who are middle class people, you know, it's hard. We don't even relate to that because we don't live in those barrios and stuff
definitely.
like that.
And for me, I feel like this record is like, I don't know, like we're trying to relate to people who usually relate to hip hop, kind of, because we come from that area and those kinds of, you know, gang violence and just crazy things that go on in the Southeast. Real talk, if you're from San Antonio, you know the Southeast is on and popping, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is we want to relate to people who are like us or been through the same struggles that we've been through, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I feel like sometimes metal and hardcore don't relate to people in those situations, you know what I mean? Yeah, they have a
Sure.
political sense, but not like up to people from the streets.
What did you say, Steve? A political sense?
Yeah, but not to the people, to the streets, you know, like the people who are really going through it. And like even New Era Violence is kind of from that mentality of somebody who's been in a gang and, you know, that I don't give a fuck. I got to do what I got to do to survive and do what it takes, you know, to make it out.
I think
And
that's
that's our mentality of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
band is do what we got to do to make it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Dude,
that's what we try to relate.
I love what you just said. I think that's one of the most brilliant things I've heard anyone say on this show in the last few years about the whole political thing. Because it's true, you know. People politically, you know, care about poverty, but they've never lived it.
Yeah, definitely.
Never
And,
done it.
You know, I've lived in a trailer with no AC. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been through the struggle, man. And
Yeah.
And, you know, my dad sold drugs. I'm not going to lie to you. So, like, I come from that culture.
Yeah,
raised
yeah.
in that culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, to me, it was normal. It was really normal. But I feel like it helped me to learn what not to do. You know what I mean? But those are the kind of people we want to relate to, people who are like us.
The title track, A New Era in Violence. And I remember, like, that you just say that, and it kind of makes you think, like,
We're living that new era of violence.
that's
right
what I was
now.
about to just ask. I mean, we see. Let me tell you another quick story.
Fuck around and find
My
out. That's
friend
the
told
culture.
me
Fuck around and
there
find
was
out.
some guy, some fucking Mexican guy who came to San Antonio and played the AT&T, like a really big popular guy.
Peso Pluma?
I don't know. No. Some other guy. He had a gold chain. He had a Rolex. And when they left the gig, AT&T,
Grupo Firme. They went to an after show, and some people in San Antonio robbed them. Hey, you gotta know where you are. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, though, bro.
Stuff like that happens more than you think. You know, these artists come and maybe they're from the streets wherever they're from, but when they come to our city, they're they're good as God.
That's why if I would go to your shows, I'm fucking packing a cat.
Hey, it's Texas, man. It's Texas. You're
I
free.
got guns, motherfuckers.
Texas, you're free to hold that pistol.
All right. What now that the first single had come out at the end of last year, what was the reception like? What did the fans say? What were you hearing?
We already got a lot of good feedback.
Yeah.
Well, like, pretty much, like, everybody's like, hey, where'd y'all record? Like, it sounds bad.
Sounded good, right? I'm going to
Shout
get
out
there.
Kevin.
I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there.
But, yeah, like, everybody's like, hey, damn, like, this is crazy. Like, this sounds different. It's heavier. It's,
Of course. More pro.
yeah.
More mature.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's good.
I feel like going with Kevin, he let us be us, but he was really honest with us.
Okay, so
about
who's
things
Kevin?
Like that. Kevin
What-
Cresties.
And what's the name of his studio?
I don't even know the name of his studio. I'm not even gonna lie.
King Cole.
King Cold though. He's in a band called King Cold.
King Cold?
Yeah. He actually we recorded with Corey Brenneman on the last album.
Yeah.
And he's actually a student or former student of Corey Brenneman.
Okay.
And
And this guy's in San Antonio?
yeah, well, he was in San Antonio. He's in LA now, moving on up.
Yeah, fuck
He's
yeah.
grinding.
Fuck yeah.
And then,
But
Yeah.
you guys got him before you left.
yeah.
person to record.
No way. How lucky.
Yeah. We're going to go with them again, too.
Did he give you a discount? Say, oh, you guys are my last. I'm going to give you a
He
discount.
showed us love. I'm not gonna say he gave us a discount, but he showed us love.
Yeah, it was
It don't matter. You're going to pay him what you're going to pay him. But you know what? I bet you that dude worked hard.
No, he did.
Oh.
He gave us a payment plan, so much love.
Much love.
We did it the hood way, either way.
Afterpay,
How
appreciate it.
How would I pay Best Buy and Lowe's without a payment plan?
Afterpay.
Fucking Lowe's. I hate Lowe's, man. They get all my fucking money.
Yeah, but it was a badass time in the studio.
So did y'all go to his studio or his house
Yeah.
or
It
whatever?
was his house.
Yeah.
It was right there by the rabbit. Or
if you know what the
paper
fuck
tiger.
you're doing, you can
Yeah.
record. I mean, if you have your
Yeah.
house set up as a studio, like I have mine, you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, cool, man. The record does sound great.
Yeah.
Sounds great. So much props to Corey. Great sounding record, and I'm glad that you guys decided. You know, if you want good fucking something good, you're gonna have to pay extra money for it. You know what? If you want to buy your fucking tennies at Walmart, that's fine.
Yeah, but
you
they're
know,
gonna
I don't
wear
wanna-
out.
Yeah. I don't want to buy them there. Yeah, same thing.
I don't know. Kevin just brought out. I think we had a sound already, but I feel like he helped us.
Was he familiar with the band before?
Yeah. So when the band broke up, he basically hit me up and he's like, "Look, bro, I know you're looking to get members. I'll do one song for free, and we'll see how it goes. And then you can use that single to basically find new members." Well, that ended up
Well,
being
who was gonna play the instruments and stuff?
nobody. It was just me. I was that desperate. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna front.
And where the fuck was Travis?
Travis was living life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the struggle's real. You know, the struggle's real.
Oh man.
So we just basically created something and it ended up not being Fortunes. I sent it to you. You heard it.
Yeah.
The Malverde.
Yes.
Yeah, so I did a little solo project.
Yes.
But when we did these reunion shows that I was telling you about earlier,
Yeah.
and we kind of got the itch for it, I told him I already know where we're going to record.
Yeah.
I already know we're going to go straight to Kevin, and I hit him up, and he was about it. Because he wanted to record Fortunes in the first place. So now he got...
There you go.
He got
This
Fortunes
is the
for
real
for real.
Fortunes.
Yeah. Not just me and him
Right,
writing,
right.
you know what I mean? And we really went in, and we put in a lot of work. We were in there for like a week?
A week. I just went in there blind too. I didn't know what I was gonna play.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
Wow.
fun. He threw out some ideas. I did too. I was just like, "Fuck it, let's do it." Every day, pretty much,
Wow.
we wrote a new song.
That's so cool that you
Yeah.
can do that. You know,
It was interesting. It was
you
our
know,
first
you
time
don't
trying
even know,
that.
like under pressure like that, some people perform better.
Yeah, it was cool.
They're
was
more
different.
creative because they're under the pressure. Like, okay, yeah, let's jam. But it also too, like you just said, it's not just the technicality of that guy, but the fact that he inspired you in the studio to.
Well, he was a fan, too.
Yeah.
That helps. Him being a
Great.
fan and understanding like what we're trying to do and what we got going on.
Yeah.
I think it really helped the writing process. It
Yeah.
made it easier.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I had a prior relationship with him, so him being honest wasn't gonna piss me off or anything.
Yeah,
'cause,
for
like I
sure.
know him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you
so
can't
like,
take
he
it
could be
personal,
real with
bro.
me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's good, man. Great record. Great record.
Yeah, I was
Everybody,
really happy with it.
Everybody, so A New Era in Violence has an intro and 5 songs, and all killer heavy hardcore, and I fucking like all these fucking breakdowns. Travis, how do you write all these breakdowns, bro?
I don't know. I just imagine like, hey, what would I want to like? beat the shit
Exactly.
out of somebody to, you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
it's just I don't know.
Let me get a fucking baritone guitar and see
Dude,
what happens.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, my old fucking
Say,
camo one.
I think that's important because there's a lot of musicians who watch our show, obviously from all over the world. And we were talking about that downstairs, but tell a little bit about that, you know, for the musicians out there. Like why, maybe that helped this record sound different. Like why go to the baritone guitar? How did that kind of happen? Like did you see somebody doing it and you just know this record had a baritone guitar on it, or what was it?
I found my old guitar. Remember that old camel one?
Yeah.
I found that one, and I found that one in New Mexico. Found out it belonged to a band member that I used to like. And then it was a baritone. And I played with it, fell in love with it, dude. It's like a little deeper. We played 6-string only too.
Mm-hmm.
So
we always had to do the bridge, right? Like,
yeah, I'll carve the fuck out of it just to put like thick strings.
We
Yeah.
put 8-string set on our guitars just to keep that
But-
heavy, crisp, like clean sound. It wasn't.
But now they
like,
have
really wong
yeah.
out.
Nowadays they have thick strings I can use. I don't.
Yeah.
With the
Heavy
8-string,
gauges.
Yeah.
Heavy gauges.
But this time I went with another baritone, and
Yeah.
it just sounds really, I don't know, the beefiness of it. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
fucking-
Having to have a 7. Or
Yeah.
'Cause
I never really liked that.
I just want to make this public service announcement too. If the guy that bought Travis's camo Les Paul, Fernandez guitar,
It's a Fernandez.
if camo Les Paul, there's pictures of it on our Facebook. If you bought that guitar, call me and I'll buy it from you. If you're going through some hard times, because you probably won't want to sell it. But if you're going through hard times, like Travis was back then,
yeah.
then
It's alright.
call me and I'll buy it from you. I told him earlier he should have just sold it to fucking me, but he wasn't thinking about it. Guys, let's talk about shows. I know that as of late, you guys have been staying kind of busy.
Yeah, man.
And I wanted to go to your show at Faust on, when was it, JB? Friday?
Yeah, it was Friday.
Friday, and I wanted to go, and, it was going to be a heavy weekend, so it was going to be Friday with you
bar,
guys.
right?
Saturday, I had to go to 502, and then tonight, the interview. And the plan was to go, because my chick was going to be at work till late. And Rick said I might go, but Rick has to get up early for work.
He said
and
4
then
a.m.
JB said, man, that place is about as big as your fucking living room.
It really is. Probably smaller.
said,
Your living room's probably bigger.
Yeah. So I was just saying, like, I'm just going to save my energy for 502 and the interview and not go. And that's why I didn't go.
Oh, it's all
good. But I want to go to a fucking show, and I want to go when you guys get the new guitar player and see that fucking breakdown.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Let
nice.
me know
June 1st.
Travis, June 1st.
June 1st.
Where
Snake
at?
Hill.
Snake Hill with Blunt Object.
Oh, no, I got to buy some ammo. Snake Hill at where?
It's right there off of, I
Where is
think,
it?
Grayson.
Across from, like in the back of Fort Sam. Right there off of Grayson.
Man, Rick.
It's still in the east. It's still in the east side.
Rick, you better bring your gun, too.
It's a pretty cool venue. It's smaller, but it's
I'm
pretty
just
dope.
fucking with you.
But we do have the Hood show.
The what?
Hoods.
Where's that at?
It's with Twin Productions at Vibes. Yeah. So it's a
Vibes
bigger
Underground?
Yeah. With Twin Productions.
When's that?
Yeah, the 18th. It's gonna be one of the days that we're actually doing a 7-day run.
June 18th. Where at Vibes Underground?
Yes, sir.
With who?
Hoods. Brick by Brick, upstate.
Hoods?
Yeah, it's a hardcore band from California, from Sacramento, California.
Hoods.
Yeah.
What's Brick by Brick?
Brick by Brick is another band. They're on Upstate Records.
We got, who else is playing from here?
In Balance, Open World.
Yeah, shout out Open World.
Open
Balance,
World.
dude. Yeah, local bands.
Hardcore?
Yeah, they're like metal hardcore. Yeah.
Young cats or like...
They're a
medium
little bit
age?
younger than
Yeah.
us. I would say, yeah. Like
What are they called?
Open World.
Open World.
Yeah. Shout out David Uridales.
All right. We'll check it out.
Balance. Eric, I don't know if you talked to him Balance before.
Yeah, yes, I've heard about it.
Good guys.
So I know you guys have played like Victoria, Cortez, that you guys get out, and I think that's very cool and important.
Texas is important to us.
Yeah. But getting out of San Antonio.
You know what's crazy is like 10 years later, we still get love in those cities. All of us being able to go to these cities is because of what we did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And, man, that means a lot to us to be able to know that we can step right back into those same shoes and still be able to get the love. Corpus is like our second home. It always has been.
Oh, really?
They always showed us love.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, rest in peace,
Wow,
Caleb.
good.
We just played a memorial show there not too long ago.
Yeah.
Was in Corpus.
Yeah.
It's just a city that I guess, I don't know, they just always showed love to us.
Yeah.
The promoters, the people, everybody.
You just said some stuff, and I kind of want to go back to an exchange we had downstairs where you said, Rob, and I was saying people get burned out, they quit, they stop doing whatever they do in the music scene, and then you said it's the people who have passions that stick it out for the long run. They do it because they love it and it's their passion. And
definitely,
I'm sure that the fans see that too.
I hope so.
So when they have a band who's like, they know that's been around, that they used to enjoy as teenagers or whatever, and that band still comes around, they just fucking love it. I think there's a certain level of integrity and respect that they don't get with all the bands. Except there's certain bands like, oh man, these dudes are like legends. Like
and I feel like Corpus has always been like that for us, right? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, even back then, they just always showed us so much love and appreciation.
I know Corpus has a great metal scene.
Oh, yeah, they do. There's a lot of good bands.
I'm not a fan of Corpus, guys. Don't take that personally, but I'm just not a fan of the city. And I don't know.
It does smell a little fishy. I love y'all though. Just saying. Yeah, so
that's
Corpus,
cool, man.
Corpus always shows
I love
love.
Corpus.
Yeah.
So what do you guys? Now that the record's been out for a little bit, people have absorbed it. Do you guys have any plans for the rest of this year yet, or what would you like to do for the rest of this year?
For me,
It could be anything, like even ideal.
Yeah,
like
we're hitting
I
the
would
road
love to
for
do this.
sure. We're hitting the road.
No way.
Yeah, 7 days in Texas. I
That's right,
mean,
you said
you can
that.
only fucking do that in Texas. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, you know, it's
What
been
is one of the most obscure places in Texas that you're gonna play, or maybe a place you haven't played before? Is there one?
Nah, we haven't played Dallas, but we're not playing on this tour. Dallas, hit us up. Like, yeah, we're trying to go to El Paso.
The
too.
Rock Box.
Yeah,
You guys don't know anybody at the Rock Box?
We know No Suffer from El Paso. Mal Dios, Barbarian, Crew.
No, there's only one.
Shout out
There's
Gamsey.
only one place to play in El Paso, and that is the Rock Box. That's the only place to play.
I have to
guys.
check it out.
Check it out.
But
and the
on
owner's a friend of
this
mine.
specific tour, I think the smallest city that we are playing is Corpus.
Yeah, because we'll be Houston,
Yeah, Houston, where
Corpus,
San Antonio, Corpus,
Austin.
Austin.
Actually, Alamo.
What about
RGV?
What
Shout
about-
out 956.
Yeah, you gotta go to
Shout out
RGV,
956.
You
We love the
dude,
food there,
that's
bro.
Where if I was in a band, I would be like, the RGV is a market that we're.
Oh no,
tapping
we
into.
love RGV. We love Laredo. We love McAllen, Alamo.
Laredo's kind of scary too.
Nah, you know what? I'm half white, and you know what? I've never had any problems in Laredo. And we used to play at the dugout like 2 blocks from the border. Like, if you do not exit, you're gonna go through the checkpoint. Shout out to the dugout. Shout out Cold Pizza.
You guys did a video for the first record. I remember you did it for Southern Hustle.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought that video was so cool.
Yeah, we
Like,
shot it with Ruben. We tried to keep it a little grimy.
Yeah, it's like a total perfect representation, visualization of what the band is, and that's what I loved about it.
I actually directed that.
Like you're coming out of the tienda and shit with some fucking.
I just kind of got an idea of
blunt
trying
papers.
to.
Or
Yeah,
what did you buy?
yeah.
Blunt papers. Where are they at? Right there.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Blunt wraps.
Blunt wraps. Under the coconut
Swisher
flavor.
Sweets.
Swisher Sweets. Yeah. So
R.I.P.
I remember.
Pimp C.
Tell the people out there, because I want some of you people outside of our area to watch the video. This band's video, Fortunes for Southern Hustle, but they only can find it on your Facebook.
Yeah, if you go on our
So you
Facebook
gotta
and
go
search
tell
it.
them, see, because you can tell
Yeah,
them.
Ruben shot it from Upon a Burning Body. You can check it out on our Facebook, FortunesTX. Just
It
look
is not
up.
on YouTube.
Not on YouTube, nowhere, but it's only on Facebook. You can actually go to our videos, and it's up there.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of something in the works.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go. That was my next question.
Yeah, we got a little, it's not like a crazy music video, but we got a little video. And then we got that one that went a little viral with the weave. That one did pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
it's a video from that show.
Hey, shout out to the girls who fought. They got a free shirt and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Where was that show at?
Small Talk? Like
That
I said,
looked like it was
It's right
outside.
there, like off Pine and yeah.
Yeah. It looked like
cops
a fucking
came.
playground.
The cops came and I was pretty drunk and I was like, "Fuck the police."
And so what happened? These two chicks were fucking moshing.
It
and
was like 5 chicks.
they
and
were moshing, and then they just
What?
started pulling each
I
other's
said
hair. or what?
violence is necessary, and they took that shit serious.
You see?
It was fun. It was all good.
So you're gonna say violence is necessary? Somebody's gonna go.
I would hope not. I would hope not.
Yeah, don't instigate fucking.
Nothing like throwing hands, but keep the guns away.
Steve, you're
you know
gonna be
what
an
I'm
episode of 48 Hours, my friend.
saying? Hey, no snitching over here. You
And
know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
all about those shows. Amongst
I need my lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I plead the
Okay,
fifth.
so everybody go jam that video and tell me about the new video. Can you say
It's from Small Talk.
But it's edited.
It's not gonna be like a crazy music video. It'll probably be like a live montage kind of thing.
But the audio is gonna be live, or it's gonna be the record.
It'll be the record.
Yeah. Oh, that's a video.
Yeah,
That's a
definitely.
video. Okay. So like, yeah, dude, for sure. For
we
sure,
just
I'd
had
love to see
somebody
that.
set it up for us.
Edit
and
it
Eventually,
on-
we'll probably shoot another video. I think so. We have to.
I want to.
Yeah.
Something more, you know.
Well, maybe you guys can get reconnected with Ruben, or
Yeah, there's a lot
or-
of good videographers in the city,
I
or
got-
outside the
I
city
got-
too.
I got my brother from Crooked Media. Have you ever heard of Crooked Media?
Oh yeah.
Kevin and Crooked Media.
Kevin. Yeah, I remember Kevin.
I can put in a good word with you guys with Kevin. Kevin's my camarada, and he'll hook it up.
I think I've
So
talked to
hook it
him
up.
before, but it was another band.
Yeah, Kevin will hook it up, and he's so good at what he does. He has a good team.
Movie quality. I've seen his stuff.
Yeah, it's quality shit. He did like all the West Creek stuff and everything, so he's good. All right, let's talk about that off camera. So I hope to see a new video from you guys, and as we get to the end of this interview, I just want to give each of you an opportunity to say any thank you, show any love, give me any shout outs, anything that you want to be thankful for at where you are in your life right now. Because we were talking earlier, and it's like, we're from what I remember last time I met you guys and what I'm seeing tonight, you're right. It's like you guys are like a whole new people. Like, you're mature now. You're like really focused now. Yeah. And it's one thing to do that in your personal life, and it's also one thing to do that with your art, and your work. You just get better at what you're doing, right? And you're not fucking crazy.
I always feel like the amount of hours and the time that you put into something is what you're going to get out of it. And I feel like this time around we're putting the time and the effort. And I feel like we're really investing in ourselves as a band. And I feel like this time we're trying to take it as far as we can go.
Yep.
No bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just straight facts.
And what about thank you, Steve? What any thank you?
For me, I'm just thankful for fucking Travis, to be honest. Because without him, bro, like, this wouldn't be happening right now. And just thankful that we're able to find members. I feel like the drive's always been there. The music would always be solid, but having these members now is something really special.
It's also a blessing too.
It is a blessing.
Remember what I
from
told
out
you
of
guys?
town for them to be able to make it. Like Joey and KJ have really blown us away. They've really helped us to keep us where we need to be. And shout out to all the cities who've been showing us love, all the venues that have been showing us love. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kevin for fucking believing in us and really getting us to take our sound to the next level.
Kevin Cresty.
Yep. He really helped us, man. And I feel like he's a big part of why we sound the way we do. We're going back to record with him in, I think, August. We have something set up with him. So
like a single?
Just 3 songs. Hopefully we'll do a split with somebody. I don't know.
Oh.
Or a summer sampler, something of that nature. We just want to keep the momentum going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We already got this time we got shit written, though.
If you got 3 songs ready to go, then fucking why are you...
This time I have like 50% stuff written, so I'll still go in there blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out Kevin. I'm going to go back to Kevin for sure
Okay.
to record.
Travis, any goodbyes, any love?
Yeah. For sure, Kevin, Southeast, everybody. Y'all, dude, you. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for having us back.
All right, you're welcome.
Damn, Life Cycles, too. Fuck, they're doing their thing right now. They're all the way in fucking Brooklyn right now. Shit. My whole family, the crew, grown. Let's see, all the promoters, everybody, bro. Like, everybody's just showing us love. Shout out my homeboy Head On. He did the photography for the cover, we did that across the street from their barbershop.
Whose hand is that?
That's mine. Yeah, we're just like, hey, I got a haircut. I was like,
Fortune's,
hey,
bitch.
Yeah, let's go across the street. Had the Vans in the corner. I was like, oh, fuck it, that looks hard, bro. Right there off of fucking South
Wow,
Florida.
yeah. That's cool.
Shout out to Menace Music for dropping the tapes. They really fucking helped us out.
Are you guys gonna have hard copies and stuff or no?
We had tapes, but they're sold out already.
What about CDs? No CDs?
Nah, well, man, it's hard with CDs right now.
Yeah, okay.
They don't really sell. They don't really sell, but tapes and LPs, that's what's in right now. You know what I'm saying?
Really interesting.
We did a Hatebreed rip, 25. They went the same day of the show.
Wow.
So, we're just hoping. I think we're going to do another set of tapes with Menace Music. Shout out Devin. Shout out to all Gamsey, you know what I'm saying?
JB, do you have a
I'm not a
cassette
member, but Travis is, you know what I'm saying? So
do you guys have cassette decks or no?
I do in my car. I have a 07
your car?
Avalon, yeah.
We're listening to cassettes the other day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
07 Avalon, and I think it's custom. I think it's a custom tape player that came with it.
From we had the reinforced tape.
Yeah, reinforced from the Valley. We have Second Wind from Houston.
Pop it in. All right, guys. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having us here, man.
All right, man.
San
Thanks for
Antonio
coming.
legend. Always
some
down
beers.
here. Yeah.
A little Blunsky.
Shout out to Spindle Tap.
A little bit of Blunsky.
A little bit of 420 action. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rob's Fortunes, Texas. Make sure you go check out our EP, A New Era of Violence. We just bring in the hate.
Facebook at FortunesTX.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll be in a city near you.
Thank you guys so much. Remember, everybody, how can you forget? They said it all. The name of the band is FortunesTX from right here in San Antonio.
Shake your wee wee.
Are the fathers of hardcore here in the Alamo City. You saw them right here on Rob's Metalworks.